Long, long time ago, I can still remember how the music used to make me go. And I know if I had my chance that I could make those people dance. And maybe I'll be happy for a while. But February made me shiver when the paper I delivered, bad news on my doorstep, couldn't take one more step. And I still remembered it if I cried when I need a widow to bride. But something touched me deep inside the day the music died. Ride the storms and get high, dreaming daydreams all the time. So bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And those good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this will be the day that I die, singing this will be the day that I die. Silver and cold and poison the herd, war on the streets and romance in the heart. Did you hear when the book of love and the faith of God above? Sunshine, hearts, and gold in the dark. Do you believe in rock and roll and cat music inside and the mortal soul? And I can teach you how to dance real slow. Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw the dance at the gym. When you both kicked off your shoes, man, I dig the rhythm and blues. I hope lonely teenagers broke buck and buck with pink carnations and a pickup truck. But I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. Ride the storms and get high, dreaming all the time. Then the good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this will be the day that I die, singing this will be the day that I die. Now 10 years we kept our own, the moss grown fat on the Rolling Stone. But that's how now we used to be, the day the music died, getting high. When the jester sang and the king and queen, in the coat and the bar from James Dean, and the voice you heard while you were getting stoned and high. Oh, eyes, the king is looking down the river, and the jester to the throne and the crown and the court top. And why Lenin in the book of Marx, and the cortex practice in the park, and we sang Dingles in the dark, and the day the music died, getting high, ride the sky, where the singer sang bye-bye, Miss American Pie, drinking whiskey and getting high. The good old boys drinking whiskey and rye. Hitler sheltered his summer swelter. The birds flew out the fallout shelter. 8 miles high, flying fast. If it landed, fell on the grass. To play the tired fool forward pass, with the jesters sliding lines in the cast. Now half the time we're in the air with sweet perfume, while the Strangles played the marching time. We got high and danced and borrowed the time, if we had the chance. 'Cause the players tried to take the field, the marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what I revealed the day the music died? ride the storm and get high. We're singing bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove the Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. The good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this will be the day that I die. Singing this will be the day that I die. Singing this will be the day that I die. Oh, there's a place all in one generation lost in space, with no time left but to feel the human race. Come alive and dance in some fun jingle jack. Young Booby Quick and Jack Flash on his candlestick calls the fire to devil only friend. Oh, you heard I watched him on stage. My hands are clenched and fist in rage. No angel born in hell could break Satan's spell. And the flames climbed high into the night, and the light was sacrificed right. And I saw laughing delight, and the day the music died. He was singing bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. The good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this will be the day that I die. Singing this will be the day that I die. Singing this will be the day that I die. I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news, but she just smiled and turned away. I rode the storm and got high. I went down to the store, Sackard store, where I heard the music before, years before. But then the man said the music wouldn't play. I was on a race to ride the storm. In the streets, the children screamed, the lovers cried, and the poets dreamed. But the words weren't spoken, the church bells were broken. It was love that was spoken. And there is men admired most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. They caught him up the train on the coast, the day the music died. Ride the storms and get high, seek the sun, and we sing bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Singing good old boys, drinking whiskey and rye. Singing this will be the day that I die. Singing this will be the day that I die. They were singing bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Singing good old boys, drinking whiskey and rye. Singing this will be the day that I die. Singing this will be the day that I die.